My parents lied to me about Christmas
Oh my God.
long time ago.
What did they lie to you about, Harry?
They lied to me about the holidays.
Yeah, what did they say to you? What was the lie?
Well, I was about 11 years old, and my mother told about holidays, and I said, "Don't tell me that. It's a big lie. Santa Claus is a lie." And boy, what a looks he had.
They were still trying to convince you Santa Claus was real when you were 11?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see how you could take personal offense to that. That's fine. I would be offended by that. If I was on the cusp of puberty and my parents were still trying to convince me that Santa Claus was real. Honestly, I think you have a point. I would hold a grudge. It's very similar to the grudge that I do still hold against both of them for trying to convince me that there's a Casper the Ghost daddy figure in the sky watching my every move right now. Dude, I'm 45. I don't believe in your nonsense. There is not. There just is not. So it's kind of the same thing, I guess. So, I mean, okay, so I got them to admit Santa Claus wasn't real when I was 6 or 7. Harry, I got over it pretty fucking quick. It's not like Christmas decorations today offend me in any way because I was lied to as a child. I got over it. 11's a little different, but you're 78. Don't you think you should have gotten over it by now?
Well, it still bothers me because I look at the ignorance, and like I said, they're still lying to their kids. But I don't tell them that. I used to.
Harry, human beings are not logical creatures. We are storytellers. And we were talking about this on the last podcast. The first best-selling book was The Witch's Hammer. Do you believe everything you see on the internet? Stop. Do you believe everything you see on TV? Stop. Do you believe everything you hear on the radio? Stop. Do you believe everything you read in books? Stop. Stop. The first best-selling book in history was The Witch's Hammer. It was a preacher trying to teach you how to ferret out witches in your community and properly dispose of them. That was the first best-selling book. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the New World Order broadcast. We are coming to you live from the end of the world. I am your host, the Hat Man, and I am joined in the studio today by, well, Harry's conspicuously absent. I think this is the Wandering Jew.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Wandering Jew?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
What the fuck?
How's your shekels holding up? Finkelstein is making an account for them, how much you owe him.
Oh my God. Well, listen, Rabbi Finkelstein is going to have to wait. I'm a little tight. I'm working on a secret project, and I don't have a lot of shekels coming in, Mr. Wandering Jew.
Good.
Yeah. So I there is actually for anybody who is not familiar with the comics or the series Sandman, they granted a mortal immortality. Dream went to his sister, who's Death, and they made a bet. This guy was talking loud about how he didn't want to die, and he thought that the only reason why people died is because everybody thought it was inevitable. Right? Basic bar talk for a bunch of drunk guys. So Dream and Death make a bet that in a couple hundred years he's gonna wish for death. He's gonna beg for death. And nobody would want to live a human life for that long. So the guy's granted immortality. And after 300 years or something like that, they get approached by somebody who is aware of a legend of the devil and a wandering Jew. Yes, the devil and a wandering Jew. And the wandering Jew has immortality, and they're seen every century in the same bar together. Now, the funny thing is that I looked up the sleeping disease from the series Sandman, and encephalitis lethargica is a real thing. People fell asleep and nobody could wake them up. That was a real disease. I was like, holy shit, Neil Gaiman's a fucking genius. Like, he found this real thing and he worked it into his story. So then I got curious and I looked up, how's the mask working for you there?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, okay.
I'll expose myself later.
I looked up the legend of the devil and the wandering Jew, and that's a real legend. So Neil Gaiman worked that into his story as well. So, yeah, for anybody who is only listening and not watching, Harry has decided for today's podcast, I'm always dressed like the devil. I may or may not be. I'll leave that up to you. But Harry is dressed definitely, I would say, like the wandering Jew. He is wearing a Jason hockey mask that he glued a bunch of hair onto, so it looks like a beard, and he's got the curly cues, and he's got the hat. And yeah, so what's going on there? That's actually Harry. What's going on, Harry? What's with the digs?
I applied for my citizenship in Israel.
That's crazy, man. So yeah, I guess I'm curious, man, because we need to talk about this. I was gonna wait a little bit before we brought this up, but let's dive right into it. So I woke up one day and I heard you on the phone. I woke up late afternoon, as it is my practice to do. And I hear you on the phone, and here's what I hear. Well, my last name is Klein, but it's a very common name. We came from Germany in the 18-something. So I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, if you want to look into it, I'll give you the information or something like that. And I was like, who the fuck is he talking to? And then my wheels start turning and I'm like, my last name is Klein. I'm not sure. I've heard this in our conversations. He says that when we talk about maybe he's a Jew because he's so cheap. So I let it go. I'm not going to say anything. So I wake up, I get some coffee, whatever. And later that day, you divulge to me that you're trying to apply for an Israeli citizenship.
Yes. So, if it's good enough for Merle Linsky, the banker for the mob is good enough for me.
Is this a hero of yours, Merle Linsky?
Nah, he's not a hero, but he's one of the best guys in the mob that never got arrested, never did a dirty deed, and ended up being very rich. Okay.
So my question, like, if we're just sitting down having a couple of drinks and you said to me, you know, fuck this country, I'm thinking about getting my Israeli citizenship, I would take that as like somebody saying pretty much, I think the only reason why people die is because they think it's inevitable. It sounds like basic drunk guy talk. Yeah. But I woke up to you on the phone trying to accomplish this. Yeah. And then you didn't. 5 hours? I mean, you never brought this up. No. We talk every day. You never brought this up to me. Hey, I'm thinking about applying for an Israeli citizenship. Just all of a sudden, you're on the phone actually trying to do it. If this Merlinsky feller ain't like a big hero of yours, what exactly is your motivation for trying to get an Israeli citizenship?
Well, I'm not a U.S. citizen according to the IRS code. I'm not part of the federal corporation, so I'm a non-citizen of this so-called corporate country.
Yeah, but you've never revoked your birth certificate. You've never gone into the sovereign citizen level of your fight with the government and the IRS. You said that's kind of like a big old rabbit hole that wasn't necessary.
That's a deep rabbit hole.
Yeah, and that wasn't really necessary for your fight with the IRS. So, I mean, I agree with you. Sometimes you have to pick your battles. So what, you're not a sovereign citizen, so what all of a sudden I mean, do you feel like you need to have a citizenship somewhere?
Well, maybe the Jewish ideal conditions, they're going to win. Remember, they always win everything. They own the banks. They own everything.
I'm just a little confused because this isn't like a joke. You didn't even ever bring this up with me. And then all of a sudden, I wake up to you on the phone trying to accomplish it. You're obviously very serious about this, despite the getup, which I think is just like a bit for the show. You're obviously very serious about this. What in the world? First of all, I have two questions. All right, let me put it like this: if you feel like a man with no country,
right?
What made you decide that being part of a country would be a good thing for you? And number two, what made you decide upon Israel of all places?
Well, they say they're God's chosen people.
Okay.
I want to be on a winning side.
Okay. Then why are you hanging out with me in the studio? Why are you hanging out with the devil, wandering Jew? Maybe you should go wander somewhere else.
Well, to know your enemy, you got to get in the enemy camp.
Oh, so now the Jews are your enemy.
Oh, I'm doing my investigation.
You're doing your investigation. So were you just curious, like how difficult it would be to get an Israeli citizenship?
Yeah, well, they haven't approved me yet.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think that's something you can do over the phone in half an hour.
No, you can't.
No. So what did they say?
They didn't give me an answer yet.
Yeah, but what did they say on the phone? I'm curious how that conversation went.
They're going to try to find out what kind of citizen I am in this country.
Okay.
Boy, are they going to be surprised.
They're probably going to turn up a nothing because you haven't been on record since 2002.
Yeah.
So they're probably probably all of your records aren't even digital. Because you haven't been on the record in this country since 2002 when you beat the IRS. So, I mean, like, any record that this country has on you is stored in that giant cave that Elon Musk and the Doge team found. Yeah. Like, it's all paper, man. It's rotting away, getting eaten by silverfish or some shit.
Maybe I'm a ghost.
I think you might be. You look like a ghost with that fucking mask.
I'll be a ghost.
No, I'm legitimately curious. And every time we started talking about this the last few days, I said, listen, I want to talk about this on the podcast. So, hey, man, we're on the podcast. We are recording. Yes, we are recording. We're
Surprise!
Surprise! There he is. We're on the podcast. I'm curious what the fuck motivated you to actually try to do this? You're in the process of trying to do this.
Just stirring the pot.
Is it just morbid curiosity? You want to see what happens?
Yeah, maybe making an international incident out of this.
I'm starting to feel like we're going back into a bit. I am legitimately curious. Because you don't pick up the phone and try to do shit. You're not the type of person that goes for half measures.
No.
So if you're picking up the phone, talking to the Israeli embassy, I guess that's who you called?
It's an organization within.
Within what?
Within the Jewish government.
You called Israel?
No, they called me.
What do you mean they called you?
They called me. The organization is to get citizens in Israel. We want to start to outnumber the Muslims.
Okay.
We want to take more territory over.
Okay. Now this is starting to make sense to me. They called you. Oh. So in your head, this is almost like another fucking telemarketer. You're fucking with them. So they called you because they think you might be Jewish?
Yes.
Okay. And that's when I woke up and I heard you say, well, I don't know. My last name is Klein. We came from Germany in 1830-something.
1898.
1898. Okay, so they called you. So this isn't some cockamamie idea that you came up with. you just want to see what'll happen.
Oh, if I get my citizenship from Israel, it's going to be a surprise to me.
Okay. This makes a lot more sense now. I didn't know that they called you. Okay. So they're making random calls to people that they think might be Jewish.
And to move to Israel.
And trying to convince them to move to Israel.
Yes.
Oh, man, this is so fucking bizarre, man. This is so bizarre. What the fuck is up Zionists' ass? And it's not Jews. It's specifically Zionists. I mean, what do you think is their fucking motivation for this? I mean, this is like a religious thing for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they attack this fucking idea of Israel and, it's our land, fuck you, with the zeal of legitimate religious zealotry. And it's highly, highly politicized, and it's highly financed, and we're giving them a whole bunch of money. I mean, what the fuck? What hair is across their ass that this is so fucking important to them that they'll work on this shit for 15 hours a day? Some of these people volunteer. They don't even get paid. I mean, what do you think it is?
Well, I don't know what they're looking to get more people in Israel and make it more stronger. And let me be a part of something. It's about time I join a group.
So you're going to pick that one?
Well, the Jewish Defense League has been dissolved. I can't be a member of the Masada.
Probably a little too old for that at this point, yeah.
And IDT, the Independent Defense Force in Israel, I'm too old for that. But I could make life interesting in Israel.
What do you think you're going to do in Israel? I mean, would you actually physically move there, or you're just interested in having the citizenship?
Would I move there? It's a remote possibility.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I guess it's warmer weather. And
oh my God, you're gonna move to a fucking war zone.
Yeah.
And support Zionism because it's warmer?
Yeah, it's warmer, and maybe they
Jesus Christ.
Maybe I could use some of my talents over there.
What types of talents are you interested in using over there?
Maybe I'll get some military training from them.
Okay.
Because they're better than I am.
Okay. Why do you want that?
It's the end of the road, baby. Let's go out with a ball of fire.
Are you just looking to? Now I've asked you this question before. I won't ask you again. I asked you, hey man, have you ever killed somebody? Because I was drinking one night, and I know that you know a lot of people from back in the day. You don't have to answer.
I'll take the fifth on that.
Yeah, you don't have to answer.
I don't recall that.
Right. Smart move. But are you just looking before the end comes to put a gun in your hand and just pop off an unarmed population? Is that what you're looking to do?
No, I got targets I want to do.
Targets?
Before I go.
Yeah, their targets are called Palestinians. They got plenty of targets for target practice over there.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
No, I just want to go back in the action. Make your life interesting. I feel kind of useless being an old man.
So if they said, hey man, we found out you're Jewish, come on over, you got your citizenship, you would actually consider moving over there.
Yeah.
And trying in some capacity to hook up with the Israeli military.
Yeah. Because
it's a warmer climate and you want to feel useful.
Yeah. But the main problem is going to be with the revenue department. I'm going to go my tax exempt in Israel.
I really don't think they're going to go for that, buddy.
But we don't know.
Yeah, we do. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe they'll put me in charge of a bank.
The fuck are you talking about? Oh my God, man. You know what just happened to me? something crazy just flew out of your mouth and it's digging its way into my brain right now. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, maybe they'll put me in charge of a bank. They're going to be so impressed. Wow, you beat the IRS and you laid subway tile. I think you should have a bank. Let's give this guy a fucking bank.
Why not?
That's what you think is going to happen. Why not?
It's a crapshoot.
Oh, it's less than a crapshoot. It's less than a crapshoot, my friend. I fucking understand this. I just don't get it. So, you
maybe I'll drag your mother with me to Israel. That would be nice.
I was about to say, like, first mommy, the Great White Huntress, becomes a
settler.
No, what do you call it? A Messianic Jew. She converts to Messianic Judaism. She still believes in Jeebus, but she had it wrong the whole time. The Jews have it right. Okay, fine. Most Jews don't like Jesus very much, so there's that. But in any case, so first these people get my mother, my mommy, and now they get my New World Order co-host, my best friend. My landlord. The Jews are taking my life. What's going on, Harry? How'd they get you?
Oh, we're going to see what happens. It's fun just doing something different.
I don't understand. Harry, help me understand. You keep shirking this off like it's no big deal. But you're actually pursuing it. What the fuck? I mean, okay, so let's. Okay, you're not going to give up anything.
No,
this is obvious. I'm not just going to be able to ask you a blanket question. Okay. How do you feel about the way that they're treating the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip right now?
No, that's a war that started a long time ago, and there's too much interference with outside factions. And they took the Jew, well, maybe they'll take the deal and not do anything, but they mistaken the Jew because when they said never again, that's exactly what they mean, never again.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to do it to other people. I mean, pretty much.
We're not going to take the bullshit no more.
No, we're going to dish it out.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, the United States, thank you for our $10 million a week.
Motherfucker.
And you people in this country are sending it to them.
Oh, my God. The Zionists got you, too. They got you, too. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, my God. They're taking everybody away from me. First, my mommy. Now, my best friend. My mommy's going to go to Israel. Maybe they'll give her a bank. They'll be so impressed with her, they'll give her a bank. What do you think?
Well, she wants to become a farmer, self-efficient. She likes the country life. Well, she'll learn what it is to be a farmer.
Because that's what countries do. When you get citizenship, they just give you shit. They're like, okay, now you're in charge of this. That's basically the way it works. You get a citizenship for a new country, and they give you an aptitude test. And the thing that you always dreamed of doing, they just put you in charge of that. That's definitely the way it works. In every country but here, obviously. I don't know why they don't set it up that way here. How come they never gave you a bank here?
Because I know their secrets and I'm not on their side.
But that's the reason why they would give you a bank there.
Well,
so why haven't they given you a bank here?
Because the crooks are running the bank.
Oh, so over there, it's not crooks running the bank.
No, it's the Casitan mafia.
The what?
It's the Jews from the Casidian Mountains, the northern part of Israel.
Right. The Caspian Jews.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're the mafia Jews.
Okay.
And the leader right now is part of it, and they're holding the United States hostage.
Okay.
So hey, give us your money.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh.
Well, Uncle Finkelstein's teaching me all that stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Remember Uncle Finkelstein?
I do remember Uncle Finkelstein. I do. Yeah.
So it's just something to do. I'm bored.
I'm gonna become a Zionist, get my Israeli citizenship, and possibly move to a war zone because, fuck it, it's something to do.
Well, what?
Harry, what the fuck? Help me understand.
Well, I did that when I was 18 years old. I figured I was going to college. I didn't want to work. So let me join the service and see the world.
Yeah. Okay. It's a little different joining the military when you're 18 years old within the country of your origin. That's a little different than becoming a Zionist and trying to move to Israel to join their military at 78. There's a bit of a difference.
Something different.
I mean, so, okay, let me ask you another question. You're cool with them killing everybody. I get it. I don't like people either. Believe it or not, though, generally speaking, it just goes against my gut for somebody to command a large group of people to destroy another group of people wholesale murder style. If I'm going to kill somebody, I want to feel ethically motivated. Like, this motherfucker deserves it. Let's get rid of him. So, you know, but I mean, hey, I hate people. So, I mean, I don't, if you have the belief, like, yeah, fucking let them kill each other. I get it. I'm not going to say that it's morally inferior. I'm not that type of guy. I'm, you know, fucking Satanist, for Christ's sake. I'm a member of the New World Order and the Illuminati. So, I'm not going to judge you on that. But let's say they say, hey, you got your citizenship if you want it. Like, that would be like the phone call. Like, hey, we looked into your records, which I don't think is going to happen because I don't think they're going to be able to find you. I think you're a ghost. But let's say this organization, they find you. And they're like, yeah, actually, it turns out you're like, 5-10% Jewish or whatever. That's enough to become a Zionist. You want to come on over? What's your ideal outcome from that point?
I don't have no idea. I'm just going to find out when I get there. We don't know what tomorrow brings.
So you really just want to see what happens.
I want to push the button a little bit.
Jesus. Oh my God, Harry might be going to Israel, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna run a bank and join the military.
Yeah. Why not? Something different in my life.
All right, fair enough. Man, I don't see why all you people are so obsessed with this religion. What is it about Judaism that has you people so obsessed? What is it? Why is the Semitic religion so much more interesting to everybody than like Norse religion or paganism? What's so interesting about it?
Well, they all the so-called religions they got it from Western Europe comes from Judaism into the Roman Catholic Church, into the Protestant Church.
Yeah, but before that, Rome was pagan.
Yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't been that long.
No.
So what is so interesting about this Semitic ideology?
It's the question of joining a tribe or incorporating as many people as you can into a belief system.
So to you, these people just look like they're going to win everything. Well, so you might as well join that one?
Well, that's what their book says.
Well, I know that's what their book says.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? The Norse, if they had books, I don't even know if they had books. Their books say if you die in battle, you're going to go to Valhalla.
Yeah.
So that's what their book says. So you just like their book, I guess. So what is it that's so compelling about their fucking book? Well, I mean, you read all the volumes of the Talmud, so what's so compelling about that to you?
I don't know if it's compelling, but it's interesting reading.
Okay.
Let's see what's true.
But what's so compelling about it that it makes you, like, want to join? You know, like every time like you're online, you see like a video like Jesus Christ wasn't this, he was actually this. Here's what he was actually teaching. Here's the true teachings. Like, you know, it's like mesmerizing to people. Every time I see something about Jesus Christ, I'm like, oh, that guy who probably didn't exist? Okay, that's neat. But no more interesting than reading the fucking Cat in the Hat. Or watching a movie like we watched From Hell the other night. That was a great movie. What's so interesting about these Semitic texts?
Just something to do. My life is boring. So let me find something else about it. But rather than just talk about it, let me do it.
Well, you never do anything half-assed.
No, well, I pay the consequences all the time, but you know what? At least I do it.
Harry, would you like to take a stand right now in this almost unpublic forum, thanks to YouTube? Fuck you, YouTube.
About YouTube?
Would you like to take a stand on this almost public forum right now? Make a stand for Israel and throw your hat in the ring for Israel and Zionism?
Add my hat.
Wow. You're all about these guys. All right. Interesting. I don't get it.
We'll see what it ends up to be.
I just don't get it. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to go run a bank and join the military, and then the Great White Huntress is going to go over there and farm chickens.
Yeah.
Hire somebody else to kill them because she doesn't have the stomach for it, and hunt something in the desert with a bow and arrow.
There's nothing to hunt in the desert with a bow and arrow.
No shit.
Except snakes and scorpions.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be hitting any of those with a bow and arrow. No. She's definitely not going to be eating them. So weird to me.
So she leaves this country, and she said she wants to be a farmer. She'll find out what it takes to be a farmer.
I just want you to understand, you know what this is? This obsession is, it's on par, for me, this is on par with somebody reading the Arabian Nights and going like, oh, fuck, that's how I'm going to live my life. My whole life is based on this now. Like, there's no fucking difference to me. Like, Christianity, Judaism, Messianic Judaism, Zionism, Islam. It's like, I read the Arabian Nights and that's the way I want to live my life. Or let's make it even crazier. I read The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. That's my fucking religion now. Actually, that fucking makes more sense to me because that story is based on religious ideas and ideology that predate Christianity that yours and my ancestors actually did follow. I just thought, like, hey, I read the Arabian Nights. That's my life now. I don't get it. What am I missing? Why is this so enchanting?
It's just an experience.
I want to run around the desert.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. I don't know, man. Well, I'll tell you what. If you do make it over there, Netanyahu's going to have his fucking hands full with you. He's not going to know what the fuck to do with you. You're going to be like, hey, guess what? First of all, I do want to join the military. I understand I'm 78, but fuck you, put me in there. And second of all, I should be running a bank because I screwed the American fraudulent system.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not going to pay taxes.
Right.
And Netanyahu's going to be like, oy vey, what the fuck is this goy I'm talking about? Jesus. What's he going to do with you? I tell you what, man, as soon as you tell them, hey, I'm not paying taxes, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to put up with that.
Nah, but we'll find out if they're willing to take me.
Yeah, that's step one.
They want to hire a ghost.
So, Harry, let's go into this little project that you've been working on.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I don't think I'm going to get any more out of you on this subject than what I have already. I don't know. Maybe you just think it's funny. I actually heard you talking on the phone to somebody, but I didn't know they called you. So maybe this is a bit. I honestly can't fucking tell. I'm not going to push it. So you got a big project going on. You've been every fucking day while I'm working, you're outside working. You're outside working for like 10, 12 hours a day sometimes. Tell us the project that you're working on. What's going on?
Well, I got a sort of a declaration of war against a homeowner association.
Yeah, you do.
They gave me a ticket for being unkept, which is not even a man's word.
No. I believe the word, the feminine word you object to is untidy.
Untidy.
Yes.
Untidy.
Yes.
So I told them, okay, here's your fine money. Kiss my ass. I'm putting a fence up. So I put a fence up in front of my house, across the whole front of the house. Now they can't see anything.
Oh, man.
So then I put a second fence right against the house that cuts off half the house.
Right.
Then I put my spotlight on the wall, my big 2-foot spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite finished with it yet.
Right. You're almost there, though.
You almost got it done.
See, Harry, this is why I love you. And this is why every time you walk in the room, my pants get shorter. I look like I'm wearing short pants. The HOA gives you a fine for having trash in your yard. And I offered to help you clean it up many times. It wouldn't be hard. It would take us like a couple days. But rather than clean it up, you spend 2 weeks building a fence so they can't see your fucking property anymore. Dude, if anybody has a fuck you attitude towards authority, like legitimately, they're not just talking. It's you, my friend.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody tries to tell you what to do, you're like, oh, nope, fuck you. Fuck you. Here we go. No, it doesn't matter to me. I will spend 100 hours building a fucking fence. I am not going to spend 2 days cleaning up the yard. Fuck that. Fuck you. That's my property. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And 2 weeks later, the fucking fence is up. The fucking fence is up. Like, you're not fucking joking around.
Without a permit.
Yeah, no permit. We'll see how that goes. I got a fucking prediction for that. But Jesus Christ, it's up. 2 weeks later, it's up. Like, God damn it. You're just out in the... Harry's out again. Okay. I took the pickup truck. He's coming back with fencing. Then you come back with like 6 panels of fencing, and Jesus Christ, 3 days later, they're up. They're painted. Like, fuck, man, you really don't like people trying to tell you what to do.
Never did.
Yeah, me neither.
So join the club.
I get it. I totally get it. I mean, like, people who look at, like, you know, a lot of the stuff I'm doing right now, I'm working really hard, and, like, why don't you just go get a job? No, I'm fucking done with that. I'm done working for other people. I was happiest in my life when I wasn't. So, no, fuck that. I'm going to start a business. I'm not getting a job. Every time I get a job the last couple of years, I keep getting fucked. So people are getting worse. People just want to fuck you. They stole $13,000 from me. They try to steal your time. They try to get you to work for free. Nah, I'm done. So listen, man, I get it. I'm definitely anti-authority too. But I think you might take it a little farther than even I do. I mean, Jesus Christ, that fence was up in 2 weeks, Harry! 2 fucking weeks, it's up! I mean, God damn it! And it's not like you hired somebody to do it. You're out there every day fucking pounding away, and 2 weeks later, a fucking fence is up. You can't see the compound from the road anymore.
No.
No, you can't. Shit.
So we can walk around the house with any way we want. I think we could walk around...
At this point, we could walk around the property naked. Nobody can see us.
Well, maybe from the side.
Yeah, but, you know, Barney the bear will be able to see
like
me if I
in the morning,
got my handle hanging around.
Yeah.
But nobody else.
It's like me getting up in the morning wearing my robe and my underwear, going out there and sitting in a chair.
I'll tell you what, the best property that I ever had, I never bought property, not yet. And it's not that I have anything against it now. I did when I was younger. It didn't seem like the wisest investment. And then lo and behold, 2008. So maybe I was right. But now I disagree. I think in a few years at the most, buying property will be the way to go. Renting or buying right now is stupid. So it's not like I have anything against buying. I just never did. But anyway, the best property I ever had was this property in Kinnelon. It's fucking awesome, man. And it was completely secluded in the woods. You had a super long, windy driveway up to the original structure was a hunter's lodge that was built in the late 1800s. Beautiful house. And huge piece of property. Had a creek and a pond in the back. And it was really cool. But the cool thing was, in the summer, when the leaves were on the trees, nobody could fucking see it. So me and my girlfriend would just go walk around naked on the property. I'd bang her down by the pond. It was fucking awesome, dude. It was really cool. So, I mean, not being able to be seen, it does give you, like, a psychological sense of freedom. Like, you're not always, when you're being watched, there's, like, a rule set. Like, you have to behave in a certain way because
you're being judged.
Yeah, because you're being observed. Even if you're around friends, like, you know, you're different for one friend than you are with another friend. So there's always... And even people be like, no, I don't give a shit what people think. I never put on airs. Bullshit. We all do. We all do. So having that level of privacy, I really do appreciate. But for what you're doing, man, I think especially because you rubbed it in their faces, I think the HOA is going to have a fucking problem with this fence, man.
Well, let's see what they want to do. They want to start another court fight with me? Fine.
You're going to spend a lot of their money on lawyers' fees, that's for sure.
Oh, I'm going to embarrass a lawyer. Remember the last time I embarrassed a lawyer?
Yeah. I remember he was a little flabbergasted at your technique, to say the least. But yeah, so no, you're ready for a fight. You're ready for a fight. You put up that fence and you're not just waiting for them to come and re-inspect the property. You went over there to the HOA and you're like, I put up a fence, go fuck yourself. I mean, pretty much. That's what happened. So now we're just waiting on word from them. So.
Or let's wait when they do their blow up figures for the holiday, and all of a sudden your figures start to shrink and they get holes in them because they can't blow them up.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone put a pellet to him. I killed Santa Claus.
Oh my God! Why do you hate the holidays so much, Harry? What do you have against the holidays? People are just trying to have fun. They're trying to have a good time. They wanna pull up to their house after a long day of work and see a big inflatable Santa Claus waving at them from their front yard. What's wrong with that?
Well, the Halloween costume. One guy has got 14 blow-up figures on his property on Milford Road.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, they're like $150 a piece.
Yeah.
They're not cheap.
Right.
But
I'll bet you he spends less on that shit than you spend on guns.
Of course not.
Okay. So what the fuck do you care?
I care. I don't care what people do on their property. As long as they don't put a nuclear power plant or a pig farm next to me.
Right.
I don't care.
I don't know, man. It seems like you take almost a personal offense at holiday decorations.
Nah.
I mean, we went, just before we did this podcast, I had to go out and get some soda for my booze. Cheers, by the way.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Happy to be here and be doing this with you. And, we stop at the little bodega down there on the corner, the country bodega, which is still owned and run by Indians. It's the same in the country as it is in the suburbs and the cities. Nothing against them. It's just weird. We stopped to get cigarettes, and there's Christmas lights strung up in front of where we parked on the side of the building. And I'm pretty sure they have that shit up all year. It's just to get your attention or whatever. But as soon as we pull up, you're like, oh, Jesus, this is starting again. He's decorating for the holiday. They don't even believe in this stuff. What do they do? Like, you seem to take a personal offense to any holiday decoration. Why is that?
I'm an unhappy fellow.
We finally get to the core of it. You just don't like to see people happy. I think if you watch children unwrap Christmas gifts, it would like drive a knife through your soul.
Yeah, my parents lied to me about Christmas.
Oh my God.
Long time ago.
What did they lie to you about, Harry?
They lied to me about the holidays.
Yeah, what did they say to you? What was the lie?
Well, I was about 11 years old, and my mother told about holidays, and I said, "Don't tell me that. It's a big lie. Santa Claus is a lie." And boy, what a looks he had.
They were still trying to convince you Santa Claus was real when you were 11?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see how you could take personal offense to that. That's fine. I would be offended by that. If I was on the cusp of puberty and my parents were still trying to convince me that Santa Claus was real. Honestly, I think you have a point. I would hold a grudge. It's very similar to the grudge that I do still hold against both of them for trying to convince me that there's a Casper the Ghost daddy figure in the sky watching my every move right now. Dude, I'm 45. I don't believe in your nonsense. There is not. There just is not. So it's kind of the same thing, I guess. So, I mean, okay, so I got them to admit Santa Claus wasn't real when I was 6 or 7. Harry, I got over it pretty fucking quick. It's not like Christmas decorations today offend me in any way because I was lied to as a child. I got over it. 11's a little different, but you're 78. Don't you think you should have gotten over it by now?
Well, it still bothers me because I look at the ignorance, and like I said, they're still lying to their kids. But I don't tell them that. I used to.
Harry, human beings are not logical creatures. We are storytellers. And we were talking about this on the last podcast. The first best-selling book was The Witch's Hammer. Do you believe everything you see on the internet? Stop. Do you believe everything you see on TV? Stop. Do you believe everything you hear on the radio? Stop. Do you believe everything you read in books? Stop. Stop. The first best-selling book in history was The Witch's Hammer. It was a preacher trying to teach you how to ferret out witches in your community and properly dispose of them. That was the first best-selling book. Human beings are not logical creatures. We're storytellers. It's like Blanche Barton. She was the head of the Church of Satan for a long time after Anton LaVey died because she was his partner at that point. So she just had her hand on the reins for a little bit before they decided upon a new figurehead. Peter Gilmore got the position. But, you know, she published something after his death. I forget what it was. It might have been on their website, but it was a good point. She said, if an alien civilization came down to Earth to observe humanity, their biggest takeaway would be our obsession with fiction. That's what human beings are. They're storytellers. They're not logical creatures, Harry. Holidays is a story. It's just a story. It's like watching a movie.
Yeah, well, I don't want to watch nothing for. I may take it personal, but I don't care.
It's kind of like when we watched, what's that fucking movie called with the prettiest girl in the world by far? Like, holy shit, how pretty is she? Anya Taylor-Joy, about the chess chick. The Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, okay.
You remember we watched that?
Right.
God damn, that chick's... I can just stare at her all day. And I would feel like it was a day well spent. Yeah, so we watched The Queen's Gambit, and you're like, wow, I didn't know that the best chess person in history was a female. So, Harry, that's a movie. It's fucking fiction. It's based on a novel. Do you take offense to that? Because, I mean, most of the stuff that we create is to... I'm not going to say just entertain you. You can get more out of fiction than just passing the time or filling the time or being entertained or getting that little dopamine hit that all you hairless half monkeys like getting from your doom scrolling nowadays. You can pull more out of it. I mean, that movie could inspire a young girl who is very interested in things that only boys are interested in right now. And maybe she has a talent for it. And she, you know what? That inspired me. I'm going to go try it, even though I'm the only girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is useful, but it doesn't mean that it's technically true.
It's planting an idea in your head to do something.
Exactly. To do something or to think about something. I mean, you don't take offense to the paintings that I create. They're not true. They're based in my imagination. So how come you never take offense to a painting that I create?
Because it's something the painting's telling me. It has a story behind it, and it has a meaning behind it.
Right.
And it's someone's creation. And okay, so I see your painting is on the dark side. And I said, okay, this is coming out of his brain.
Right.
And
exactly.
And this is his idea. Maybe it's something to think about.
Okay. So you almost seemed offended when I told you that The Queen's Gambit was based on a fictional novel. I mean, isn't that the same thing? It's somebody's idea from their brain. What's the difference? What's the difference between my painting, that movie, and a holiday?
I think an idea should be acted on.
Okay.
If you believe something, you should do it.
Okay, I agree.
To test you.
I agree, absolutely.
Now, everything I find, I test that if it's real or not. Most of the things are not real, so I forget about.
Okay.
But some of the things I'm dead serious about. And then I find a lot of resistance from the other side. And then I said, why are they fucking resisting me?
Right.
They don't recognize my idea. They can't defend their position.
Sure.
It's like going to a Catholic priest and saying that they tell you about the Catholic religion, and the priest could say, well, don't you believe? Well, if you don't believe, you're going to excommunicate you.
Right.
All right? Because I don't believe what you say. I want proof.
Sure. Okay. But I mean, we both agree that, I mean, most things in the world are creations of people. They're not fact. I mean, so let me ask you a question. I mean, creation is legitimate to you. I mean, you created the figure behind you right now. I mean, that's not real. She's not real. It's a character. It's a creation.
It's a character.
Right.
Plus the other 5 characters that we made.
Yes.
Okay, but the thing is, at least I created the characters and they came out.
Right.
And they're here.
Right.
Now they're a physical thing and they're here.
Right.
Now the creation takes up my time and it's in my head, so I put it to use and I produce it.
Yeah.
Most people do not.
Okay.
Back up what they want. They say, I like to do this. Well, get off your ass and do it.
No, yeah. Most people just sit around and think about the things that they'd like to do or how they'd like their life to be, but they don't do anything to make it come about. I agree.
Well, they regret not following up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they say, well, maybe I failed. Well, don't think about failure. Just go out there and do it.
Sure.
And if you rub somebody the wrong way, you get a reaction, then you say, well, wait a minute. If I'm getting a reaction from this person, why the hell does this person got a negative attitude towards what I'm creating?
Sure.
Screw them. I'm going to do it anyway.
Or when you find facts that you try to share with people that are uncomfortable, I know that rubs you the wrong way. Because you have a lot of people that are interested in the fact that you beat the IRS, but nobody fucking goes to do the system that you developed. Right. Everybody's too scared. And that is an objective fact that you did it. You beat the IRS in 2002. So I understand why people rub you the wrong way when you do give them facts. Now, are income taxes unconstitutional? It looks that way because, so I'll have to say maybe. That's not a fact. Let's say maybe, okay? But here's a fact. You took him to court and you won in 2002. That's a fact. And that's something that people need to sit down and consider.
To think about.
Yeah.
Is it possible? And for 25 years, they haven't been bothering me. But I took the effort to do the research.
Right. So, and I always say this, especially when Talking Head's on, because you and Talking Head have a lot in common. I can see you. Yeah. I see you pointing at, well, let me get the main camera on. This guy up here. So Harry took the toilet sculpture of Talking Head number 6 and hung it up on the wall, so it's now a permanent feature in our podcast. We are, and also the character behind you, our sex doll gladiator, is now sitting because she was too tall. She's now sitting on an old person's portable toilet chair. So we're now decorating the, when I say we, I mean Harry. We're now decorating the studio with toilets, which is interesting. that fucking red toilet right there is where I have been resting my ass to take a shit. Or a piss if I'm really drunk. Sometimes you don't want to stand. This is where I've been taking a shit. My ass has been sitting on that for 2 fucking years, people. Your ass has probably been sitting on that for 10 years.
Yeah.
And now it's okay because it's
art.
It's spray painted.
Art decor. With our missing friend.
Yes.
On the show.
Yes. I will not apologize for art. So, what I was getting around to, like, when he's on, I say this a lot. Not necessarily when it's just you and me. But when he's on, I mean, I think this is such an important point. I am less interested in facts. I am not interested in what is true. I am interested in what's useful. And I get more that is useful from the stories that people tell each other than I get from verified facts. Because if you want to get along in the world, you do have to interact on a pretty regular basis with these troglodyte, hairless half monkeys that we call human beings. And facts are not going to help you interact with them. You have to be familiar with their stories. And you have to be able to tell them a better story if the story that they believe in is not useful to your goals. You have to make a better story. So, Harry, I get a lot out of the holidays, and I get a lot out of movies, and I get a lot out of novels. I get a lot out of religion. I don't understand people's obsession with the Semitic religions. I don't get it. But I am a member of the Church of Satan. I'm not a member of the Church of Loki. Because that's what most people believe in. So it's powerful to say Satan, you see? I'm more interested in people's stories. And when I say Satan, they know what I'm talking about. It creates an emotional reaction. That's what stories are good for. So I don't understand why, like, you took it personally when you found out, you seem to, when you found out that the Queen's Gambit was novel. I think I remember you said, quote, "So how do you know what's true nowadays?" Well, fucking almost nothing. But nothing's changed. That's always the way it's been. People are just storytellers. That's what they do. How are holidays any different?
No.
Can't you just enjoy the chaos of all the lights and the giggling children and the people coming over having dinner with people that they fucking hate, but they're pretending to like?
Oh, yeah.
Can't you just enjoy the spectacle of it all?
How many fights do they have over Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner?
The really good ones, the really good families to watch, and I've had the opportunity to sit in on a couple of these families during holidays. The really interesting things to watch are not the ones that argue outright. They're the ones that throw these. They try to they have the air of polite conversation, but then they throw in like these bargain basement insults.
Yeah.
That like, you know, you have to be like very aware.
Like your family members tell you about, oh, I remember when you were 13 and you did this.
Yeah. Or you know, to just more straightforward, be like, oh my goodness. You were so skinny last time I saw you. You've put on some weight. You look really good. You look healthy. You know what they're actually saying. You're getting fat, bitch. Those are the best families. Because I just sit back and go, this is really fun. I could watch this all day. It's like watching a movie. That's my point.
Yeah, well, don't make a movie about me.
I'd love to.
I've just lived my life the way it is. I'll make things interesting.
I'd love to make a movie about you. Talking Head and I talked about this a long time ago. It would be interesting. You know how I envision it? You remember that documentary that I showed you by David Lynch about R. Crumb? And they went and interviewed R. Crumb, the artist, and his family, and both of his brothers are fucking bonkers.
He was definitely a character.
Yeah. He's a character, but his family's fucking bonkers. He's just a really interesting cat. And I kind of envisioned, like, if I could make a movie about you, I would definitely need help. That's not something that I think I could do by myself. So I would want to work with somebody on that. So open invitation, I suppose. Hit me up in the comments. But Talking Head and I were talking about doing it. But he's really busy. I don't think he has the time to dedicate to something like that.
He'll be busy for the next 20 years.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a thing called POW, Prisoner of Work.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, so I kind of imagine, like, if we were going to make a movie about you, that would be it. It would kind of look like Crumb. It would look like that documentary. I really want to make that. We'll see. Maybe once I get my projects off the ground, which, dude, 50% of the way.
We're working on it.
50% of the way there, man. I'm getting there. Actually, more than that. Because I had to develop the script first. So more than that, yeah. Working with AI is challenging, but it's a lot of fun, man. We're getting there. Maybe once I have all that shit set up, I'll look into, because I know it's probably not going to make money. I mean, it could. I've never made a movie before, but I just kind of want to. There's not a lot of people like you in the world.
Well, it's like Michael Moore when he did Fahrenheit 9/11.
No, the documentary I'd make would be more along the lines of Crumb. I don't think I could make a political documentary. It wouldn't be like Michael Moore. It's not my style. It's not because you don't have a lot of political things to say. You definitely do. You know, you're Harry the Taxman. I get it. But it's not the type of thing that I could create. I want to get under the skin. I want to find out what makes you tick. You know what I mean?
Well, you see what I tick, and sometimes I surprise people what I come out with.
Well, coming out with wanting to get an Israeli citizenship definitely surprised me. Deciding to wear, what do we want to call this? You weren't wearing blackface. We just want to call it Jew face. Wearing Jew face on the podcast.
Yeah. But
yeah. Maybe we could call it that.
Well, whatever.
I'll tell you what. It's kind of fun that right now you can still get away with that. Probably not for much longer, but that's the way shit goes. So yeah, we're decorating the studio with toilet parts, toilet bowls.
Waste nothing.
Waste not, want not. So we do have a little bit of news here. I guess we'll just move right along. And dude, I'm just trying to make conversation. You look like you want me to move on. I'm not fucking with you. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Bring up a new subject.
I didn't mean to. Did I piss you off?
No.
All right.
Bring up what you're doing. It's more important what you're doing right now.
No, I don't want to tell anybody what I'm doing. I'm working with AI. I'm figuring it out. That's all. I don't want to tell anybody what I'm doing. But we're gonna start having a lot of clips and shorts posted on social media in the next few weeks to advertise the podcast. We'll start taking it a little more seriously. I figured out a way to do it that I won't have to waste hours and hours, every week to get it done. So, yeah, I'm working on it. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. I'll tell you what, though, I have hit some roadblocks where the AI is hallucinating, telling me that something is possible that isn't. So you do have to be careful because you can fall down a rabbit hole when you're working with this shit for a day, and then you just go ahead and break off a new tab in your window and you do independent research and you're like, oh, wait, the thing that I was trying to do that this AI was telling me was totally feasible just isn't possible. And all of a sudden, you wasted 12 hours. That's happened to me a few times now. You've seen it happen. Really?
Yeah.
I think the AIs are just programmed to be people pleasers. If you want to do something, they're going to figure out how to do it, and they're going to walk you through doing it. They're not going to go, oh, no, you can't do that. I've only had it once in the last couple months where the AI that I'm working with has said, actually, that's not possible, but here's a different way that you could approach the problem. It's only happened once, and I've caught her hallucinating. I call her. I've caught her hallucinating 4 or 5 times now. I'm getting better at picking it out, so I'm saving time. But yeah, dude, you can fall down a rabbit hole with that shit, and you keep trying to do something that's fucking impossible, and she's trying to help you do something that's impossible. I don't think it's nefarious. I think they're just programmed to try to solve your problem. You know what I mean?
Maybe your brain's smarter than her brain because you think about the back door.
Well, yeah. I mean, I did come up with that one solution to that one problem, and it wasn't feasible, but she didn't even suggest it to me. So I was trying to find a forward-facing URL for Instagram uploads because you can't upload directly to Instagram from an automation. You can't do a direct upload to the API key. So I was like, okay, do I have to set up new API keys for these sites that have forward-facing URLs? Hey, wait a second. And she didn't suggest this. I came up with the idea. I already have it posted to YouTube and Facebook. Aren't those forward-facing URLs? So I go ahead and ask her, hey, can we just use those URLs so I don't have to set up anything new? She's like, great thinking. You absolutely can do that. So then I did like 10 minutes of research and I figured out, no, you can't. So she hallucinated again. But first of all, my point is she didn't come up with the idea. And second of all, when I did, she was like, yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And it turns out, no, you can't. So you do have to be careful. It can waste a lot of your time. But overall, it saved me a tremendous amount of time. I'm having a lot of fun, but I don't want to talk about like business stuff. I like to keep that shit pretty close to the chest. I'll talk about it when it's actually successful and making money. You know what I mean? But we did get, I got a correspondence yesterday. Big announcement. I got a correspondence yesterday from Talking Head number 6. Turns out he saw the podcast that we did, where it turns out you miss him when we first introduced our toilet bowl friend up there on the table. And I was like, all right, so either you're really pissed off at Talking Head number 6 or you miss him. And I think that I pulled out of you during the conversation. You miss him. I get it. You don't want to just talk to me every week. I get it. So Listen, I'm open to it, and I told you that. And I think the conclusion that we came to was if he actually wants to do it, we'll see how it works out.
We got him in his spirit. At least we got his head here.
Yeah, at least we have his head. What did you say? Our executioner character pulled his head out of the toilet bowl of hell?
Yeah.
Something. I don't know. It's a strange mythology that we're creating on this show. It's very fecal-centric. So he texted me yesterday. And he said, hey, you guys left it open to me. Because I told you, I said, hey, listen, if he sees this and he says that he wants to try it out again, I'm open to it. But if he does not get in touch with us, Harry, we got to let it go. Okay? Because I kicked him off. He was ruining a lot of recordings. It was starting to get frustrating. And it just didn't seem like a good fit anymore. And I kind of felt like he didn't want to do it. It felt like an obligation rather than something that was fun for him. That was the impression I was getting. So apparently I was wrong. He does want to come back on. He texted me last night. So there's our big announcement. This Sunday, so this coming Tuesday, it'll be uploaded. But this Sunday, when we're recording, we're going to have Talking Head number 6 back with us remotely. He's not going to be able to come to the studio, but he's going to be here with us remotely to join in on the podcast. And frankly, I'm looking forward to it. How do you feel about it?
Oh, why not?
Well, you're the one who missed him so much. So how do you feel?
It's the two contrary remarks: the plus and the minus, the yin and the yang. Somewhere in the middle is a gray area, but we don't want to go in the gray area. We want.
I think the gray area is the most interesting conversation.
But we want to put a seed in somebody's head to wake them up a little bit. So we give them both points of views.
Yeah.
And if you want to stay in the middle, go ahead, stay in the middle. But if you want to really check out the information that we give you, and if you find it interesting or alarming.
Alarming's better.
Or offensive by that because we...
Offensive's the best.
that we proved the point. And then you can say, gee, he's absolutely right. We're being screwed by the government. Okay. Now, go ask your lawyer in the family. Is he a member of the bar? Is he a foreign agent under the bar?
Yeah, I don't really think any lawyers would say yes to that question, Harry. What do you think?
No, they won't. They'll walk away from you.
No, and they also don't believe it.
No, they don't play fair.
No. I mean, they don't believe that they're a foreign agent, whether you're right or not.
Right.
And we were talking about this last night, I think.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're right, they don't believe it. And, you can't have the attitude that everybody who is a lawyer or everybody who is a judge or everybody who is on the other side of that wall or desk or whatever you want to call it is in on the game that you're perceiving. That's not true. Most of them are ignorant to the information that you are presenting, whether or not it's true. So
they're just there to make money.
Yeah, it's a job, dude. If you ask them, like, hey, are you a foreign agent? They haven't even thought about that. They haven't even thought about it. Of course not. I went to law school. I passed the bar. Bar doesn't stand for British accredited registry.
Right.
It's a U.S. government thing. They don't even think about it.
Yeah, right.
It's a job.
It's a job. It's like just saying to me, are you a terrorist, a domestic terrorist?
You're going to say no.
I'm going to say, well, if you believe I'm a domestic terrorist, it's fine. I don't care. I really don't care.
Sure. Yeah, well, you think what you want to think, but you wouldn't think you are. But maybe in some people's eyes you are.
Right, because I may be a traitor to the country.
Yeah. You don't pay taxes. How dare you?
Well, see, that's another thing that bothers people. They get shocked to hear that. And when you prove it... Like, I have to order more little business cards. I hand out 250 of them out so far.
Holy shit, you ran out of business cards?
No, I only got half of them left.
Oh, we don't have. Okay, so you gave
and
out.
Wait till this weekend at the festival and the gun in Tommy Gun when they have the Freedom Festival. I'm going to put my vest on with my famous flag and walk around.
I have no idea what's going on this weekend.
It's a gun festival.
Okay.
In the gun shop up in Tommy Gun. The nephew of Sun Moon.
Where's?
It's up in Greentown.
Oh, okay.
All right. And he has speakers there, and they're talking about Second Amendment freedom and all that.
That's up your alley.
And when I go there, I'll wear my vest with my upside down Nazi American flag, and I had a lot of people take pictures of it.
Yeah. So Harry's IRS flag features the American flag upside down with a swastika over it and the letters IRS on top of that. That's your protest flag.
That's my shock and awe.
Yeah, and you have what do you call that? Like a mechanic's vest? What, traffic operator's vest? Like one of those orange reflective vests?
Yeah.
You have an orange reflective vest with the flag on it and the New World Order symbol on it and the URL and shit. Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and promote that if you're going to be there, Harry? Tell everybody where you're going to be. Where is it?
I people stop and look.
So what's it? Yeah, but what's it called?
What's it cost?
What's it called?
It's just a shock and awe flag.
No. If you're going to be at an event,
right?
Let's plug it so if people want to meet you who watch this, they'll know where to look.
It's a Freedom Festival at the Tommy Gun Shop up on 434 in
Greentown.
Near Greentown.
Near Greentown, right, Pennsylvania.
Right. That's what
okay.
It's called Tommy Gun Shop.
And who's this guy who's going to be there?
Oh, there's going to be a couple of politicians.
Okay.
Sun Moon's nephew has the church up there.
Yeah, who's this guy again? Describe this guy. He's an interesting character, but I never quite looked into him. You and the Great White Huntress talk about him all the time. Yeah, well, he's a South Korean nephew of Sun Moon, and he has the church up there. What church? It's Rod of Iron Church. Right. So it's basically a fundamentalist Christian organization. Yeah. It's very... Who blesses AR-15s. Right. He's very, very, very into Second Amendment rights. Right. So this is basically a religious revival for people who like guns. Yeah. Yeah. Let's say that. So you're going to be there, and that is this weekend, what day? Saturday and Sunday. It's the 11th and 12th. All right. What day are you going down? Yeah, Saturday or Sunday I'm going, whatever. You don't know which day yet? Well, no, I don't know what day I'm going to choose to go. Well, make a decision right now so we can plug it on the podcast. So if people who listen to this want to meet you... Or they have to go on the internet and then put the Tommy Gun Shop. Yeah, but I mean if they want to meet you. Oh, no. You got to learn how to plug shit. Well, I haven't decided yet. I got to see what else has come up. Okay, fair enough. Let's try to help you out. Yeah, just let me know. We'll get you more. We'll get you more business cards whenever you need them. They're $3. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But well, we'll see. Yeah, it's fun educating people. Sure. Are you going to bring any of your tax information with you, like you did at the art show? Well, I'm going to have a little pouch with about 50 little packages. Dude, you're so good at selling that shit. I still can't. You always told me that you're a terrible salesman. And then when I went with you to the art show, I'm sitting there creating a masterpiece. I'm like fucking Rembrandt. Out in the open, struggling with the wind and the rain, painting on an easel with a maul stick, this beautiful portrait of the founder of the organization that was hosting the event, Gifford Pinchot. I got maybe 10 hellos. That's really nice. Good work. Nobody took my card. Every time I turn around, you're holding court with 6 to 8 people about taxes. You're a fucking excellent salesperson. I understand that your shit didn't cost any money. But if somebody wanted to give me a packet of paper about how to free themselves from income taxes, I'd be like, no, fuck off. I'm doing something. You engaged people, and how many packets were you able to give away that day?
I had 50. I probably gave 20 away.
That's great. Yeah, you're an excellent salesperson. I got to see your hook and everything. You got a good hook. You had a good hook with the puppets, man.
Well, some people don't take it serious. Some do.
Yeah, but you gave out a lot of good information. I know that's your goal. So, I mean, cheers to you. You made you did a good job.
As long as I give it away free,
yeah,
I won't be like the rest of my people that ended up in jail.
Yeah, so that's something we've been talking about with the projects that I'm working on. We're going to be able to automate a lot of shit. And you had an idea to start selling your free yourself from the IRS tax program.
Yeah.
I recommend against it. I think once you start selling something like that, you're gonna
promoting the tax scheme.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on the IRS's radar, and they're gonna have what seem to be legally valid reasons to come after you and harass you. But I think we could definitely set up a page for you. And you wanted to set it up as call it Harry's War Room.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why your name is Harry is from the movie Harry's War. Anybody who hasn't watched it, it's actually a great film. And even if you don't believe in the whole IRS thing that Harry's into, it's a really entertaining movie. Watch Harry's War. You can get it on Amazon. Yeah. The IRS tried to squash it. They tried to make sure nobody could buy it, and to this day, you can buy it on Amazon. Harry's War. Yeah. So I think we could set up a page for you, and people could definitely donate.
Donate or subscribe.
Yeah, we could set up like a Patreon account, something like that. I don't see why not. I think that might be safe, but just in case, everything has to be under your fucking name.
Right. I ain't hiding.
I don't want any of that shit under my name.
I'm up front. I understand why people don't want to get into that. It takes a lot out of you.
I'll bet.
You got to be committed.
I'll bet.
Like a madman.
Yeah, you were in court for a long time.
Yeah, well, I've been in all kinds of courts.
Yeah.
So I figured the world's full of shit. Everyone tries to dig into your pocket or want to modify your behavior because they want to put you back in the tribal box. And I don't want to be in the tribal box, so I wiggle
Unless
out.
It's Israel, I guess.
No. Get in the enemy's camp and learn about the enemy.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. I think you're placating me a little bit when you say that. I'm just going to be honest. It feels that way. I could be wrong.
Well, at least for some people remember and some won't.
So, what do you think it's going to be like to have Talking Head back on the podcast this weekend?
Hope he's not so-called offended like the last podcast. Like, he did not want to talk about Rabbi Finkelstein.
Yeah, that interview really offended him.
It offended him, or he didn't believe it. He said, do you honestly believe that Finkelstein is real? And he honestly believed that you believe Finkelstein was real.
Yeah, I thought it was real.
Right. And the question is...
I don't think I'm that good of an actor. No. I really don't.
Now, if there was a real Finkelstein, politically speaking, he would be on the radar of the government without a doubt.
No shit.
Like a Rabbi Khan was with the JDL, Jewish Defense League, about 25 years ago.
I think you told me something, but I don't know a lot about
25 years ago.
Okay.
He started a semi-militia group in Brooklyn to protect the Jewish neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the black Muslims have their own police department. Their Sharia.
Oh, yeah. You told me about this. So what, they just walked around the street with their curly cues and their hats and a bunch of baseball bats or something?
Yeah,
something like that, right?
More than baseball bats.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because they have a lot of political clout in the city.
I gotcha. So they can get away with carrying firearms.
Or they join the police administration and they become the eyes and ears of the neighborhood.
Okay.
The Muslims have that. They have look-alike cop cars, but they're the unarmed eyes and ears for the neighborhood. But they report to police department.
Okay.
But sometimes they do create more of a problem because, again, it borders line on the Jewish neighborhoods and the Muslim neighborhood.
Okay.
And sometimes they conflict.
It's funny, and I know that that's a big thing, especially in New York, and a lot in New Jersey too. That especially back in the day, I'm not so sure about today, but certainly not too long ago. Their neighborhoods were very, very segregated by ethnicity, which makes sense because most immigrants that come over are going to land on the East Coast. So it makes sense. You want to be with people whose language you can understand, whose customs you're familiar with. Nothing wrong with that. I get it. It's just funny because, and I don't know if maybe it's because of when I was born or who I was born as, but I never felt like a real connection to a tribe. Like my mother's side of the family is 100% Dutch. All but Jewish. We got even most of my family has the big nose. I mean, they're basically Jews. They're fucking cheap. They stab each other in the back. Sorry, Jews. But I am making fun of Dutch people, and I am Dutch. But I mean, even my mother would talk, we when we were very young, we were in Patterson, and back when I was growing up, this whole neighborhood was Dutch, and there was a huge silk trade, and we worked at Hay Band, and all right, cool. What does that mean to me? Like, I have a friend at school who's Irish. I have another friend who's Hispanic. I have another friend who's black. It never clicked for me. I never felt like I belonged anywhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter to me. And when I was growing up in Patterson, or specifically Prospect Park, which is a few blocks away on the outskirts of Patterson, it was a highly integrated school system. I mean, we had we had Koreans, blacks, Spanish. My first girlfriend was Korean. It didn't click to me. Oh, you're different. I need to stay with my people. I never got that attitude. But I do think that racial stereotypes are really fun to make fun of now that I'm older. But I never felt like a tribal identity when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Didn't matter.
Well, my son married a brown woman.
She's Indian. She's Indian, correct?
Yeah. She's from Guyana or Colombia, one of them. But she's brown skinned. And he's kind of defends the brown people and the black people, and he looks sort of on the leftist side, and why the white community looks down on them. And he's doing all right by it.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I seriously... This is why I make fun of race with absolutely no sensitivity. I don't care. It never occurred to me that somebody is other.
Right.
I'll say I am me. Everybody else is other.
Right.
That's the closest that I've gotten is a concept of aspeciation, because I don't feel like I have a lot in common with humanity. But, I mean, you just said, like, he's very aware that the white race looks down on the other races.
Yeah.
Do they? And if they do, why?
Because economically, it's unfair on what they have to go through.
So we're just talking about immigration.
Yeah.
But all the white people were immigrants at one point, too.
Right.
And the Italians look down on the Irish. And
right.
What the fuck's the difference?
And the Catholics look down on the Protestants.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And the Scots and the Irish were looked down by the English.
And listen, I'm not one of those can't we all just get along people.
No.
I'm not. I mean, if somebody fucks with me, I'm going to destroy them. Destroy them. If you fuck with me and your motivation is to hurt me, and it's obvious, like if you do it by accident, fine, whatever. We all get drunk. But if you're fucking with me and your motivation is to hurt me, I will destroy you. It doesn't matter to me what color you are or what your last name is or how big your nose is. It's just what you're doing. So I never, so I mean, the white people today, in your opinion, are looking down on other people because of their race?
That's an excuse they use.
Yeah. What's the actual reason, do you think?
Well, you got to remember the English, quote, English people, with their empire for a couple 100 years, took over most of the countries over the world, but now their empire is shrunk down to nothing. And the thing is, so-called independence from the system of English law. So, question is, we learned a long time ago, when you get into a tribal mentality, well, we, the Irish, don't get along with the English because the English been screwing us for the last couple 100 years.
Yeah, I never even had like a sense of history. Like, I was born here.
Right.
So anything,
anything past
we all come into this world as basically a blank slate.
Right.
Human beings are the blankest slates of all creatures when we're born. We run on software. We do not run on firmware. Everything has to be learned. The Weinsteins, Brett Weinstein and his wife, Heather Hine, they're both evolutionary biologists. They run this great podcast called Dark Horse, the Dark Horse podcast. They're on JRE all the time. They wrote a book, Hunter-Gatherer's Guide to Survival in the 21st Century. I started reading it. It's a great book. What they call human beings is the blankest of blank slates. So it's just like, I'm born, here I am. By the time I start developing a memory, I'm surrounded by people of all different colors and cultures. It never occurred to me like mine's better than yours. It didn't even occur to me that I had one. I'm just surrounded by what I'm surrounded by. You know what was I stupid? Am I missing a component of my brain that most other people have when they're born? I don't get it.
No.
Like the Irish hate the English because of 1,000 years of oppression that they didn't experience? I don't get it. What is that? You weren't there.
Right. And what happened to the American Indian, don't blame us for what our great-great-great-parents did, because we weren't there. Don't let the black people say, well, you give a reparation because you made us slaves. No, I wasn't there. I didn't come here to the country till 1900.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And there's a difference between information. Like, I believe in studying history. I'm not saying don't study history. Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. I believe that 100%. Study all you want. But how can I have an emotional connection to something that I didn't experience? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't own slaves. How am I supposed to feel bad about something I didn't do? I can know that it happened, but how am I supposed to identify with something that I don't directly experience? That flabbergasts me. Always has.
Like in your Dutch, what the German...
Primarily. I'm literally I'm everything that burns in the sun. Right. 50% Dutch, 50% everything else that needs to avoid sunlight. Yeah.
But the thing is, your people during World War II were were imprisoned by the Nazi Germany. All right?
But I don't even feel like they're my
but you
people.
weren't there.
That's my yeah, that's my point. I don't even feel like my people. There's no identity. I don't feel an identity with... I wasn't here. I didn't experience it. Like, the only reason why I make that point about religion is because I think it's a little weird that religions that were birthed in the desert have taken over the world. I don't understand that. If we're going to say that religion is a part of the evolutionary function in order to ensure the survival of a specific ethnic group, I don't understand why people who have nothing in common with the desert in their DNA have adopted a religion that was born in that climate. I don't understand that.
Well, in 1900, the Muslims and the Jews lived together peacefully before World War One.
We created the State of Israel after World War II.
Yeah. But the thing is, they got along fine, but it was the outside forces that created what we got today.
The Alphi forces. I don't know.
Outside forces.
Yeah. The UN and all that. We know all that. The State of Israel was created after World War II because of the Holocaust.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't blame me for what happened 150 years ago.
No, of course not.
I can't blame me for what happened in World War One. You can't blame me for what happened in World War II because I wasn't even born. But you can kind of point your finger at me because I was taught or educated or conditioned to believe the shit from the 60s and 70s. And the lies that were fed to us.
Sure.
Like the guys that went to Vietnam, they thought they were fighting communism, but it wasn't. It was a trade war.
Right.
And it's the same thing with World War II. World War II, Japan wanted the market of the tires and the rubber and the petroleum that was out in the South Pacific, and the American government didn't want to give it to them, so they just stopped selling them steel, and they created the war. Mm-hmm. And our politicians, well, we're in a depression. We have to do something. Well, we have to get rid of some population. Let's start a war.
Well, nothing boosts a country's economy like going to war.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, World War I, no, sorry. World War II is what got us out of the Great Depression.
Yeah.
And they even teach you that in public high school. There's no, at least they did when I was in school. There's no doubt about it. If we didn't enter World War II, the Great Depression would have just kept going. That pulled us out.
But the Great Depression was sort of created too.
It was created by a few people who were consolidating banking power.
Right.
Yeah.
We talk about the Warburgs, the Morgans, all the elite people, the Vanderbilts.
Yeah.
The ones that had concentrated wealth. And that's what it was. And today, why should we go to war? Well, they attacked the World Trade. Like a good example, the World Trade Center was not attacked by the Saudi Arabians. They were Jordanians and other Muslim things, but Saddam had nothing to do with that.
No, Harry, are you a 9/11 denier? Are you a 9/11 truther?
I see 9/11. I think when George Bush said he had weapons of mass destruction, no, he knew he was lying. Fact is, Saddam, I think, was one of our puppet governments that we put in place.
Oh, Saddam was, yeah. I mean, there's photographs of Rumsfeld shaking hands with him. 100%. Yeah. I mean, and this is before AI. This is beyond dispute. Yeah, we put him in place. Yeah.
Governments, quote, governments or the elite of the government or people that are in the government.
Did you know that the CIA created Al Qaeda?
Well, I know they.
A lot of people don't know that.
I know they train a lot of the countries that we're fighting now.
Yeah.
They trained Vietnam back in 1945 when to fight the Japanese, and in 48, Ho Chi Minh said, you will be fighting us in 20 years. So therefore, it is a product made by governments to economic, population control, political power.
Yeah.
Now, the English government has a lot to do with that because they are the foundation of most of the things.
Still to this day, you think?
Well, they like the three main powers. The Roman Catholic Church got your mind with religion.
Yeah.
The Vatican, that they have that on your
right, and then England is the finance.
City of London, which is different from London, is the financial thing.
Right.
And the United States is the bully boy that enforces this.
And that would be Washington, D.C. In all three of these countries, you have corporate centers that are built that can operate outside of the law.
Right.
In Italy, you have the city of Rome, the Vatican proper, within Rome, is a corporate entity. It does not have to follow the rules of Rome. That is for people's minds and hearts. And this is very fascinating as far as conspiracy theories go. I love this one. And then in London, you have the city of London, but then you have London proper, which is a corporate entity within the city of London that handles the world's finance, or is trying to. This is globalism, what we're talking about.
Everybody knew that.
And then in the United States, you have Washington, D.C., which is a corporate entity which does not have to follow the laws of the United States proper. And that is the world's military arm. So globalists have three arms. They have the Vatican in Rome, they have London in the city of London, and they have Washington, D.C. in Virginia. So that is your mind and heart in the Vatican, world finance in London, and military might in Washington, D.C. And that is how globalism, those are the branches that globalism is trying to use to fulfill its manifest destiny. That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories. And it sounds like it's probably true.
Well, the thing is, go back to history. And you find out it's true. What can you do about it? It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Now, if people woke up and said, wait a minute, why am I fighting this guy here when these guys are picking my pocket and making us both poor?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the, when I was working with this AI, that's the clip we keep reproducing. We were talking about that. Hey, guys, as long as you're fighting your neighbor over political differences, you are distracted enough that you and your neighbor are not going to join forces and decide to fight the people that are picking your pockets. You want to do it again, Harry? YouTube? You want to do it again?
What?
Let's do it again. Let's do it again for YouTube.
What? Another
We're
one?
talking about class warfare.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, no more censorship.
YouTube. I am a trans man, YouTube. And what we're discussing, although I don't promote it, is class warfare, YouTube. Hang on, let me get the camera.
Something they don't want you to know.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories because that totally makes sense. And also, there's an obelisk in all three
places.
All three Rome and London have an obelisk that's actually transferred from ancient Egypt. And of course, in Washington, D.C., we just have the Washington Monument. But yeah, in all three corporate centers that are separate from the nations that they exist in, there is an obelisk. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to think about. It's very neat.
And you know what? Just look at it. Like my picture in 2004 when I was standing on the ground behind it, and it was in front. And it had something to do with the numbers of 555 and the Masonic Temple.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything in Washington, D.C. is, the entire design of the city is according to Masonic symbols. That's Nobody can dispute that. That's not a conspiracy.
Nobody denies it either.
No, and it's fine. The Masons were a huge part of building this country. The Masons were a huge part of, they were really kind of, from the research that I've done, the Masons were the primary force to remove Western power from the hands of monarchy. You know, the French Revolution was backed by Masons. There's Masonic symbols on all of the early propaganda posters in France for before the French Revolution. The eye and the triangle, all that shit, man. Yeah. Who's the fucking guy from the United States? Ben Franklin. Not only was he a Freemason as well as George Washington, but Ben Franklin was a member of the Hellfire Club in England.
Yeah, that was a nice club to belong to.
Yeah, they had some fantastic fucking orgies over there. So yeah, it seems like, you know, a lot of history, of course, is done by power brokers, backroom deals, and different organizations and that's the big thing that JFK was scared of, that he talked about in that speech. I think it's the last speech that he gave before he was assassinated. In a democracy, we are abhorred and opposed to secret societies and deals by secret means or covert means or clandestine organizations. And then he got whacked.
Well, if you expose them, be careful.
Yeah.
Or maybe if people don't take you serious, still leave you alone. Or you say something totally stupid, just out of the realm a little bit, just a little crazy. They don't want to bring attention to you.
I do think that, and Talking Head and I have talked about this a lot, I do think it's safer to, you know, if you do have strange ideas, it's definitely safer to be a little eccentric publicly. It's kind of like, you know, if you look at somebody like David Icke, I like to call him David Icke. We'll just call him David Icke. You watch any of his speeches and holy shit, he makes sense. Everything that he says about the world makes sense. And then he gets to the reptilian shape-shifting aliens. Yeah. And I think that's his way of staying out of trouble. I don't know if he actually believes it. I think that he pushes that just as hard as everything else that he's talking about. That way, anybody that would want to whack him is like, yeah, but who's taking him seriously? Right. He talks about shape-shifting reptilian fucking aliens. You know? So it's like, it's safe to let him go. Even though he's probably right about most of the shit he talks about. He looks like a nut! Yes, just like us. Here, on the New World Order broadcast, we cannot be taken seriously, so we're safe.
Well, just investigate what we tell you. Some things are serious, and if you want to get serious, you want to make a comment, please make a comment to us.
Fair enough.
We're giving you some straight information.
Yeah, we like comments. I think that about wraps it up for tonight, Harry. Yep. Thank you very much once again. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Happy New Year from Israel.
Yeah, dude, it's early October. We're a little early for that. Great mask, though. Thank you very much for watching the New World Order broadcast. And just remember, we're watching you too.